In this video, I'll be discussing about the complementation test. So the complementation test is basically a way of determining if two mutations that are associated with one particular phenotype is present in one gene or if they are present in different genes. So if we consider the eye color phenotype and if we assume that one particular mutation is causing the eye color to be pink in any organism and another particular mutation is causing the eye color to be yellow, then by complementation test we can find out if both the mutations are occurring in one gene or if they are occurring in different genes. Now we also have to remember that complementation test is only valid when we are talking about recessive mutations. So let us consider the first case scenario, that is if both the mutation are at the same gene. So for complementation test we need to cross parent that are homozygous for both the mutations. So here we can see that we have one gene and two mutant forms A and B. Now the first parent is homozygous for the A form and the second parent is homozygous for the B mutant allele. Now when these two are crossed, what happens is that the offspring inherits the A mutant allele from the first parent and it inherits the B mutant allele from the second parent, as a result of which the offspring does not have any wild allele for this gene, so it will not show the wild phenotype. So by studying the offspring of this cross, we can determine if the mutation was in one gene or two gene. So if the offspring is showing no wild phenotype, we will get that okay, the mutations are in same gene. Now the second scenario is that if the mutations are in different gene. So we can see here we have two genes, gene A and gene B, and the first parent has the wild type allele of gene B, whereas the second parent has the wild type allele of gene A. Now what happens in this case is that when these two parents are crossed, the offspring gains the wild type B allele from first parent and the wild type A allele from the second parent. It also gets the mutant alleles, but since it has the wild type allele, what happens is that this wild type allele complement each other, and as a result of which the offspring show wild type phenotype. So even though it is inheriting the mutant allele, but since at the same time it is also inheriting the wild type B from one parent and wild type A from another parent, as a result of which it is showing the wild type phenotype. So by studying the offspring we can say that okay, both the mutations are at different genes. So this is all about the complementation.